When I came to Michelle, I was kind of at my wit's end in terms of food. I had noticed that there was just a constant low-level insecurity that was starting to really affect my daily life, honestly. It affected my relationships. It affected me in that I never felt mentally, emotionally, and even physically present. I felt out of place in my own body and out of place in my own life, which obviously was not an ideal situation to be in or feeling to have. I think I hid in shame a lot, and I often would hide things, or if I was eating around people, think about how they would perceive what I was having, or just doing a lot of things in secret, or if not in secret, very shamefully. And throughout the process of working with Michelle and up until now, I've just noticed huge shifts even in the way that I talk to myself, the way that I view myself, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. I have felt freed in a way, in a big way, from food, thoughts about my body, thoughts about food, comparing myself to others, and just having a greater understanding of what health actually is, what nutrition actually is, and what that looks like, even aside from food. Michelle's particular approach shifted my entire mindset. It took food out of the center of my life and my brain space and reprioritized it into the place where it needs to be, as just a part of my life, not the center of my life. And I also felt like the approach was really holistic in that it allowed me to not just make a change around food, but around everything in general, around the way that I care for my body through the way I eat, but by the way I move my body and work out, and make time to relax and decompress, and all of those things that are so important to our health overall. And I think also part of that, because it was holistic, lended itself to a lifelong change. I wasn't trying to lose X amount of pounds before my sister's wedding. I wasn't trying to look good in family pictures and then let it go to the wayside. I now have a picture of health that is going to contribute to my lifelong health, not just a short-term goal that once that thing passes, it doesn't really matter anymore. And so for me, it completely transformed my brain space, how I experience my life and health, how I experience other people, not comparing, and even having a greater respect and empathy for people, to understand that what you see on the outside is not nearly ever what's actually going on the inside. So even just from that aspect, being able to relate to people more. And if there was anybody on the fence about enrolling, I think what I would say to them is you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. This is your life that you're talking about. It's not a quick fad thing that's gonna make you look good in pictures for a couple weeks and then you fall off and feel horrible about yourself, but it's an entire life of change and transformation. And for me, that means being able to even be an example for the people in my life that are younger than me, to kind of break that cycle of constant dieting and being fixated on bodies, and just learning how to live life and enjoy it to the fullest. So I would say there's nothing you can lose and everything you can gain.